Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a broadcast of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. I'm Danny Chanod, and I'll be providing play-by-play for you this evening in what is our very first all-time in our history hockey broadcast. And we are broadcasting to you live from the beautiful and picturesque southern shores of New York City, the one and only town without pity, Staten Island. Joining me for color commentary on this historic night for this prolific event is the one and only Anthony Bentivegna. And welcome to the broadcast booth, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Very excited to watch a good hockey game between two good high school teams.
We're going to see if you could scooch down towards me a little bit here.
You want to get, cozied up?
I'll get you in this.
It's the holiday season. I can get a little cozy.
Let's see if we can get you on camera here.
Yeah, I'm in the camera.
Yeah, you're on camera. You know, do you know who our broadcast booth is powered by tonight, sir?
No, you tell me.
I'm going to let you know. It's powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee. And you might be like, Danny, what are you doing right now, shifting all that stuff around on camera? As many people may or may not know, I barely get a chance to pay attention to these games tonight. This particular broadcast, Anthony, is what many people would call, specifically from these two Catholic schools. We don't do religion or politics, but this is about to be a miracle if we could pull this one off, brother.
It definitely will be, but we'll get through it. We know what we're doing here, so I'm not concerned at least.
Well, you're new to the network. You should be concerned. I myself, sacrificed several live chickens before today's broadcast. Bookie's working the camera for us today. It is Bookie's first time working a hockey broadcast.
Now that might be a concern.
That's definitely a concern. Bookie, why don't you follow that Zamboni around for practice? How's that sound? So shout out to everybody at home. I grew up like you did, watching Staten Island sports on cable, local TV. I don't remember there being a hockey broadcast. Did they do that back in the day?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of either. So I'm not going to say that it didn't happen. I'm just going to say that I don't remember it. Nobody cares. We're definitely out here tonight in what is the coldest building I have ever been in my life, the Staten Island Skating Pavilion. Many of you may or may not know that this place even exists, but it does, my friend, down here on Arthur Kill Road. And I got to give a big shout out to the staff down here. This place, the entire neighborhood is a dead zone, okay? No cell phone service, so we have been working tirelessly.
You are on the southern part of Staten Island right now, and there's some very deep woods, trees. We're really hidden over here, so I wouldn't be surprised if the phone service is very limited.
So bad. So I've been, burning the midnight oil the last 72 hours working with the folks down here, and we got it figured out, so I got to give a big shout out to Sal, who runs the joint down here, and Mike in IT, and a little bit later on in the second period today, we're going to be having Jeff, the general manager of the joint, to explain to us what is this freezing cold building and, what else happens here other than high school hockey. I have so many questions.
All right. Well, I'm sure I'll have all the answers for that. I know that my daughter used to come here a lot and go roller skating here, so I know for sure it's open to the public.
That's interesting. I came earlier setting up, and there was, figure skating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
anything that you can do on ice probably happens here.
I'm over here trying to make things better for you. So Anthony over here is a little bit more set on camera. So I think right now what we're waiting for is, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Now, as many of you know, we have official sponsors of our broadcast network, and then we have sponsors that have come on just in support recently. So we wouldn't be anywhere without them today. I big shout out to Qualitech. All right. This is a official supporter of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. They handle all of our technology. Shout out to Adam Minoni, a great friend of Staten Island sports in the community. Folks, we're moments away right now from what I'm told is a rivalry.
PETERS is coming onto the ice as we speak, led by their starting goalie, Smith.
So if you can, Ann, why don't you just provide us with a little bit of background on these teams? I know you might have gotten records before.
Yeah, so St. Peter's Eagles, led by their sophomore goalie, Christian Smith, actually are 3-1 on this season. They're led by head coach Ed Blackburn. His assistant's going to be his son, Shane Blackburn. And St. Joseph by the Sea is led by head coach Greg Perlman. C is 4-2 on the season. So a good Staten Island rivalry game. Should be an intense game tonight. Hoping for some nice physical play out of the two of these teams.
I mean, we were told tonight was going to be a somewhat of a capacity crowd, Anthony. They turned the heaters on in here.
I do feel it.
Bookie came in, and he plugged in a heater. Bookie's name tonight is Mr. Chow. Chow is so cold.
No heaters over here. It will just burn everything out.
Right. This is what I'm saying.
We tried it, and everything got shut down several times.
Yeah, he put his heater in it, and he shut down the computer several times. So
Dan was getting a little nervous. He was sweating.
Oh, I was like, why does my computer keep shutting down? Well, it was because it was the bookie. So while we have a moment here, I really want to give a big shout out to Raw Breed Compound. And you might be asking, Rare Breed Compound, what is that? Well, this is a man that worked in nutrition for quite some time and now wants to take that knowledge of nutrition that he learned and take it to the protein and nutritional diet of dogs. I mean, I love some dogs more than I love some people. So a big, big shout out to our friend at Rare Breed Compound coming on tonight as a supporter of our first ever hockey game. And, man, really, Anthony, you know this, we wouldn't be anywhere without our sponsors as the teams are taking the ice right now.
Yes, they are.
For the first time. And let's get you familiar with these boys. The St. Peter's Eagles come out wearing white sweaters. They have blue stripe along the shoulders with gold trim and gold numbers. Their socks have white and gold stripes as well. For the St. Joseph by the Sea Vikings, hailing out of Huguenot, Staten Island, they're rocking all blue tonight. They've got gray on top of the shoulders with the sweaters and that very common insignia for the logo that's become well known on the South Shore of Staten Island, the SJC logo. Now, thanks to social media, I just got to throw this out there. As you may or may not know, St. Peter's Eagles, they hail from the neighborhood of New Brighton on the North Shore of this fine island. And, well, there's been chatter all day, Anthony.
Tell me.
Absolute chatter all day. Little smack talk in between both of these ball clubs, or clubs, hockey clubs, as you may call them.
Yes.
And looking at tonight's broadcast, the word on the street is the Brighton boys might come out just a little bit chippy to start.
Okay.
That's something to look at as we have familiar foes on the ice this evening.
That's definitely part of the sport. So being a little chippy and a little physical on the ice is not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. And I'm trying to wonder how they separate the Sea fans and the Peters fans, because oftentimes it's our broadcast booth, right? And then, but looking to both sides of me, I see St. Peter's fans to my left and right. I'm wondering, are the Eagles fans up top and the Sea fans down low?
It's a great question. I'm more concerned about us being in the middle of some crossfire.
I did the Lincoln-Tottenville semifinal game for high school football. Yeah, you're safe. That was
all right.
That was pretty intense.
I'm sure it was. Looks like we're going to have some good rowdy fans here tonight.
Absolutely. I was told that, like you said, it's a capacity crowd, and it absolutely is. Parking is insane. Your car has to be in the woods.
Yeah, I got here, I guess, just in time because I found a spot right in front.
Well, I know absolutely nothing about this sport. How about you?
Stop it. Are
All
you
right,
kidding me?
no, wait, no. I'm sorry. I know plenty about hockey. Let me
Of course
say
you
that,
do.
okay? What I want to say is I don't know how much time is in the period, so I'm just going to yell at random people.
Well,
What do you think it is? Let's take
I
a
think
guess.
it's 17 minutes a period.
You know, I heard a random rumor. You're right. It might be 15 or 17 minutes.
But I could be wrong.
Why would it be 17?
Well, 20 is an official NHL hockey games period time, so it's high school. So I'm assuming that they cut it down a little bit. So 15 sounds about right. So you know what? Maybe I'm going to say 15 instead.
Danny Chanod and Anthony Bentivegna in the broadcast booth this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there tuned in on the YouTube machine, welcome to the broadcast. As I always say, all negative 19 of you. But tonight, I've got a feeling that there's a few people out there tuned in that want to see this game, man.
Yes, there's 1,000% going to be people out there looking to see it. Don't forget, you have grandparents, you have friends, you have cousins, you have girlfriends, you have all sorts of different people who probably care about each and every one of these kids on the ice today. And I'm sure that there's going to be a nice crowd watching it here, and not only here, but on YouTube on Nobody Cares Sports.
And
so,
you know, we always just do this for the kids because how much would we want to go back and see our friends playing a sport and say, man, how awesome is that, right? And
absolutely.
that's why we're out here today. We really don't care how many people tune in. We're in it for the experience. And tonight, we've got a good one on board for you. So shout out to Main Street Coffee powering along our broadcast booth, and shout out to all of our other sponsors. We appreciate you. Moments away, just over 1 minute to go here from the start of this rivalry game between the St. Joseph by the Sea Vikings and the St. Peter's Eagles.
you know, my goal here is to just hopefully we can provide good enough coverage, and this way we can make a memorable game for both of these teams and these kids where they can go home at night tomorrow, watch it, and watch it with a little bit more excitement as we try and give live coverage. So we're looking forward to really calling this game and doing the best we can to make it as exciting as possible for both teams.
You got to realize nobody cares, though.
Well,
Welcome.
nobody cares, I guess.
The crowd is definitely shuffling in like a Billy Joel song. 110%. What we thought, it's kind of like the Garden. You know, right when the puck's about to drop, national anthem, there's not too many people in the building, and then all of a sudden, after it gets
Stop pouring
underway,
in.
it is a capacity environment here. The St. Peter's Eagles will be on the left bench in front of the camera, and the St. Joseph by the Sea Vikings will be on the bench to the right of our camera.
This is true.
Yeah, we got to just, let people know what's going on out here.
See in that traditional gray and blue uniform. Peters in that blue and goldish. They call it yellow or they say gold?
They call it gold. And
Gold?
if you
Okay.
say yellow, you got to watch your back on the North Shore for
gold.
a while.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, I'm a St. Clair's person, so I know about
I've
that.
learned every color on this island the hard way. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. All right. Please, no hate mail.
Oh, you're going to get it, my friend.
Oh, boy.
Well, one thing you might notice about these two teams is that St. Joseph by the Sea's team is absolutely stacked, loaded. They have about 3 times the amount of players on their squad as the St. Peter's Eagles have. And that is just in part because of what is the state of hockey on Staten Island at this particular point in time. And there's a big reason why Nobody Cares is here tonight, to shed a light on it where there may be some darkness and try and resurrect a sport that once had glory days not too long ago. I know one thing, Anthony. These young men on the ice tonight, they're fired up to play one another, and they're happy to be on the Nobody Cares Sports Broadcast Network.
I agree with you. St. Peter's looks like, just looking at the roster that I have, is about 15. C, I can tell you what they have on their roster. about 23. So definitely that's a more traditional hockey roster. Can shift the lines in and out.
I mean, how many lines does St. Peter's have? 3?
Oh, 15 kids. You're going to have at least, 3 sets of defense.
Yeah, sure, I got
6
you.
defensemen. So, but again, it's high school. So this is our first high school game doing. So we're going to see.
Well, obviously, shout out to our friends here at the Staten Island Ice Skating Pavilion who have turned on the heaters. Had it not been for them, I don't think I could afford you in the budget tonight, Ant.
No, stop it.
This
is my pleasure.
This is your pleasure?
My pleasure.
Man, I tell you. Bookie, how you feeling over there? You ready for your first hockey game, brother? Get ready for the hate mail, pal. It's coming.
So keep in mind, the camera is not programmed automatically to follow the puck. So the pressure is all on Bookie tonight. I mean, this is not basketball where you could kind of. This is hockey.
This is hockey,
puck
Bookie.
Is flying. So no national anthem, which, okay.
All right, let's just get right into it.
We're going to get right into it.
It's going to be Rice from St. Joseph by the Sea and Triano from St. Peter's out at center ice for the first face-off of the game. And the sound you hear is the players banging their sticks against the boards and signifying it is time to drop the puck. These two teams both over 500, and the Eagles control the puck to start. Losing it now, the puck goes over to center ice. The Eagles send it into the Viking zone for the first time. Sticked aside by the goaltender, and it'll be played beyond the net by the Eagles. Sweeping it back around now. This is a good first offensive zone possession. Deflected here, and it's still keep it in. Now with numbers, the Vikings looking to press, but we have yet another turnover. Both of these teams, Anthony, will have to sort of feel each other out, and I imagine it's the first line that's just going to be experimental with it. Now up top, sending it across. Rice with it. Good action along the boards to start. Up top now, up to the point. This is Keeling with it. Sending it over. Keeley working left side. Tries a shot. Goes wide of the net. No shots on goal so far for either team.
Kept in.
We're running 15-minute periods, and there's 13 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first. Here's a shot. It is wide of the net. It still sits on the back of the net, now comes out. The Vikings have it, and the Eagles will keep it in the zone. Excellent defensive pressure. Working it into the far corner.
Big hit in the corner.
Absolutely. You could hear the rumble. These two teams are laying the wood to start. Sending it deep into the zone. That's where the Vikings will set up. But we've got an offsides call.
So there was several hits on that shift, on that opening shift. That was some good action, good physical play early on. Number 9, Schaaf, had several hits for C. The shifts were kind of long, so I guess that's what happens. And Schaaf's coming back out again, so he's been on the ice now the entire game so far. But yes, physical start to this game.
Well, the puck's going to be dropped now over in the left side of the zone in Eagle territory. This is Checkett set for the faceoff. He's an assistant captain on this St. Peter's team. And the Vikings set to take the faceoff is Donato Arricchio.
Little delay right now. Not really sure why.
You're telling me, brother. So shout out to the Eagles student section. They really roll deep to every sport. This faceoff is dropped. A lot of commotion, traffic to see who comes up with it. And that puck is going to be flipped up out of play over the boards. Do they keep it? No, they send it right back. Ref's like, you got to send that back. That is a $30 puck.
Yep.
So we're going to take it right back and do it again, same spot.
Nobody cares about pucks over here.
Absolutely not. Nearly 2 minutes gone by. It's another face-off win by the Eagles. They get it out of the zone all the way down, and this will be an icing.
No icing.
No icing, waved off. Bring it across the blue line. Vikings looking to get busy, but good defensive pressure here by the Eagles to break up. Working it around the far boards. Looking to keep it in now.
Nice
Good
keeping.
move by Velkin. Tries a shot. Excellent forecheck, and it's taken away. The Eagles have numbers going the other way. 2-on-2 now, and an excellent check with the stick coming now. The Vikings pushing from right to left. They've got 4-on-3. Trying desperately to keep it in the zone. The St. Peter's Eagles have gotten back on defense absolutely every single time the Vikings have gone on break. 12:20 to go here in the opening period. That puck sent all the way down ice to right. Playing it around the boards. 2 skaters fall to the ice. No call. Referees letting them play. Under 12 minutes to go here. The Eagles with a good backhand to keep it in the Viking zone. Now the boys from Huguenot come out and they're looking to press. Mosby with it. Losing the puck behind the Eagle net. And a massive collision. Mosby hits the deck hard.
Ooh.
Trying to send it in front of the crease. It's deflected out all the way up ice where it is tended by the goaltender. 11:25 to go here on the opening period of St. Joseph by the Sea and the St. Peter's Eagles live from the Staten Island Hockey Pavilion. Check it. Sending it back now.
No whistle on that play. That play hit the player on the bench.
The refs clearly have dinner reservations tonight, letting them play.
So far, I haven't heard of icing. Haven't seen an icing yet either.
Check it with a big hit into the corner. The puck goes all the way down ice. Leantonio corrals it back there behind his own net.
Icing waved off.
Trying to send it up here. Not many opportunities for either team. They've got it close to the goal, but to no avail. In that, I'm pretty sure there hasn't been one shot on goal for either team, but there's been shots just wide.
Here we go.
Now an opportunity here for the Eagles. Oh, a beautiful cross-ice pass in the crease is stopped. Second chance opportunity flies up towards the boards and out of play.
So that was a great transition, 2-on-1, and the goalie made a sprawling right-handed leg save. Excellent save. For some reason, I don't have the goalie's name here on the roster. I'm going to have to find out his name.
Oh, that's par for the course.
That's not good. They gave me a roster without number 30. He definitely deserves props. That was a great save.
We'll get it.
Oh, we will.
I need you guys to help me find out the goalie's last name for C. Nothing.
I don't think the Peters fans are going to help us with the C at all.
They might.
Jen Kane might help.
Oh,
there's
big
a
save,
shot
glove
on
save,
goal.
another
Second
save.
backhand won't go on the rebound. Working it around the net. We're at 10 minutes to go here on the opening period. At the point, here's a shot deflected in front of the net. The backhand. And no signal from the referee yet. He's saying no goal. And that is a save by Mr. Mysterio.
That is 5 saves right now, and he's had some really tough ones.
My man's putting on a show.
We need his name. Anybody know the goalie's name? To see?
Shane Coffey.
Cartwright?
I got Shane Coffey.
Coffee?
Yep, all right. So Shane Coffey is apparently the Boulin Wall tonight. Working it up to the point the Eagles are peppering right now. Sending across. Ice pass doesn't pan out. And the Vikings will be fortunate enough to get it out of the zone. And the Eagles will now reset. Now pushing it in, 9:25 to go here in the opening period. It is absolutely a capacity crowd left and right of us. 2 levels completely filled with faithful from both of these storied institutions. A true battle of North versus South here tonight. Good defense here for a moment here from the Vikings, but it's broken up quickly. And now Bailey tries to send it over to Checkett. The errant pass goes off the boards, and the Vikings have an opportunity here. The turnover leads to a shot going just wide. Here's a shot on goal with the backhand. Scores!
Beautiful individual effort.
Leo Velkin cleans up his own mess with the backhand off the rebound, and the Vikings take a 1-0 lead.
Was that number 17?
I believe it was number 67.
Okay, 67. Yes, Velkin. Beautiful individual effort. So, some big saves on one end of the ice, and Peters capitalizes on their first opportunity of the night. Sorry, C capitalizes.
Oh, they sure
first
did.
Opportunity of the night.
Shout out to the people online saying C's goalie is Shane Coffey. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you very much. Shot goes wide, rings around the boards, comes out. Race for the puck.
This puck is going to be turned over at center ice. Now the Eagles look to push it in, setting it up at the point. Donadio sends it in, complaining to the referee. It
He's
looks like we're going to have a penalty upcoming.
Offside, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
I do appreciate it.
So, Coffey with 5 saves so far in the game.
I mean, this could easily be in a 1-0 game for the Eagles over the Vikings, and instead it's just the opposite. Thanks to the play of the goaltender, Coffey of the Vikings putting on an absolute show tonight between the pipes. This faceoff's going to be won by the Vikings, sending it up to the point. They'll look to keep it in the zone and do. Now pushing it beyond the boards. The Eagles will intercept it, trying desperately to get it out, and now they finally do, but it's going to be corralled by Keeley. Bringing it back towards his own net, working it around, he puts on the brakes. He is going to be met with stifling defense from Checkett. Nearly a turnover, and now there is. Checkett has it. He has an opportunity. A shot on goal is kicked aside by Coffey. Oof. Now the puck sent into the corner, working around the near board, sent back up top. Now the Eagles just can't keep it in the zone this time. It's Lee Antonio who loses it. Sending it in, and Triano with a big hit. High intensity from both of these hockey clubs to start tonight's contest.
Turnover.
Big turnover in the zone. Will this be costly? Checkett gets it off the boards, sending it up now. And the Eagles are due for a line change. With a full head of steam, here comes. Oh, what a hit at center ice. A shot on goal. The puck is loose, and it's sticked aside by the defenseman. Heads up play there made by Lee Antonio, possibly saving a goal. And what a hit made at center ice.
Good save.
Great job keeping it in the zone. The Vikings trying to have a second opportunity. No, but with a turnover coming the other way, here's the Eagles. A pass goes across the crease. Nobody home to receive it, so the Vikings have it. Now yet another turnover. Aversa with it. His shot goes wide. 6 minutes to go here in the first period. And the Vikings lead 1-0 over St. Peter's.
Peters with 2 shots on net so far. I'm sorry, C with 2 shots. Oh, beautiful goal.
cut you, son. My man absolutely said, bronze these hands. Number 97 from the Eagles.
Goal. We don't have it again. Another guy we don't have his number.
My man just got busy.
Beautiful goal. Caught him right between the 5-hole.
I mean, he absolutely cut anybody in a blue and gray jersey in his way and hit him with the backhand 5-hole. Filthy. 1-1 is our score. Going back the other way now, the Eagles trying to stay with their momentum. After trailing 1-0, they find a goal here midway through the first period, and it is seemingly a different ball game. Sent across into the far boards, now stick to side. The Vikings trying to get it out of the zone. They finally do, and here's an opportunity.
97 is Mosby Donovan. But that's for C.
I could have sworn.
Who's 97 for Peters? We don't have him on the roster.
All right, back to the action. We'll get Anthony, you talk to Jen Kane. She knows everybody. Vikings with an opportunity here, left side of the net. Good forecheck here by the Eagles to get it out of the zone. They're due for a line change. Let's see if the Vikings can capitalize. Another massive hit behind the play. Refs really letting them go tonight. Get anything out of her that time?
She's going to find out.
All right, I like it.
She's on it.
If there's anybody to be on it, it's her. Lee Antonio with a beautiful move. Deeks two man. The shot on goal is saved by Coffey.
So I got 9 shots on goal for Peters. And only have 3 right now for C. But we got a tie game right now. Donadio? Donadio with that goal.
I don't know. Oh, yes, I guess you're right. It is Donadio. It does have his name on the back of his jersey. We are terrible at what we do. Well, you've got glasses, so it's fine.
They didn't give us his number. Can you imagine the two numbers we don't have? The goalie and the guy who scores.
No, I couldn't possibly imagine.
You can't make that
Here's
up.
an opportunity
Little soft
for the
shot.
Vikings on net. It's those soft shots you got to be worried about because sometimes
Another
they
save.
can deflect just
Another
like
save.
that.
3
straight saves. And that gets this Eagles crowd on their feet. 3:31 to go here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. Talk to the people.
So I like the action so far. They're starting to get more comfortable as they're getting later on in this period. Puck sent around the corner now. Peters looking to come out of the zone with it, and they do. It's going to be Bailey down the side. Gets pushed off the ice there by good play by the assistant captain. Puck is cleared all the way down, and we are going to have an icing.
It's going to be our first icing of the game, I believe.
Line changes on both sides of the ice.
I want to give a big shout out to our friends at the Sports Science Lab here on Staten Island. Proud sponsors of tonight's game. We appreciate them for jumping on and making this broadcast possible, Anthony. Take over here with a little play-by-play action.
So 2:48 remaining in the period as Peters now has the puck in C's zone, swings it around. C has it now and swings it around the boards, tries to clear it, kept in by number 11. Nice move to keep it in. Good puck handling, gets it in the corner. Puck out in front and almost in. Goes wide around the net. Peters still keeping it in. Good hard line here, good hard work. And we're going to get a hand pass. puck's going to come out of the zone now. So actually in high school, I'm noticing the puck comes all the way down. So face-off is going to be in Peters' zone. So Donadio on the face-off wins it. Peters whips it around the boards. C comes down the right side. Comes behind the net. Comes all the way around. Passes it across top of the point. Shot on net is wide. Player goes down. And the puck is cleared out of the zone. Nice move. Big save, shoulder save. Peters still trying to clear, and they finally get a chance to as they bring it out to center ice. Checkett has it now, dumps it in the zone. Puck goes around the net. Number 10 for C has it. Loses it. But C gains possession again as they come out now. Here comes the Chris shoots it wide, actually. That was Schaaf. And now Peters tries an outlet. Has it. Crosses the blue line. Number 98. Nick brings it around. Still has it in the corner. Peters still in possession with 1 minute remaining in the period. Tie game. Puck comes out of center. Fans on the shot now and gets ridden off the play as Peters turns the puck over. Puck's still in deep into Peters' territory, and they still cannot clear it. And they finally do, where C plays it at center ice. And C is going to dump it in. Race for the puck in the corner. 53 for C. C's going to dump it all the way down with 13 seconds remaining. Peters just wants to get it out of the zone at this point. And, oh, big hit. Peters, captain, put a nice body on C's player, number 67. And that's it. That's going to be the end of the first period, where St. Joseph by the Sea gets a goal early, and Peters responds, and we got a tie game as we head into the second period.
Who's this broadcast booth powered by? Tell them Main Street Coffee.
Main Street Coffee.
Now we're talking. More high school hockey when we come back. 1-1 in the second. Nobody cares.
Chris.
Well, as you can tell as we start the start of the second period here that the crowd is surely a factor. The Eagles now with a shot on goal to start. A rebound opportunity won't go, and the Vikings come out the other way, looking to start quickly here on the second. Big hit along the boards. My heavens, now back up to the point. This shot deflected into the corner, played off the boards and around the net. This shot's going to be stick aside here. 14-10 to go here in the second period.
You just have a seat here and take that back there. How you doing?
Coming around across center ice. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Now moving and grooving into the C zone is the Eagles, and yet another turnover. So it was the Vikings who got on the board first with a 1-0 shot, and the Eagles responded, tying it 1-1 at the 6-minute mark in the first period. So it's been an evenly contested match so far. Here's a shot from the right side, deflected. Mosby with the opportunity. We're seeing good play from both goaltenders on each side of the ice tonight. Now back up to the point. Keeley with it. Losing it, but playing it around the Eagles' net. Now working it around the near boards, he loses the puck. The Eagles finally get it out of the zone. And that's Mangano who chases after it, but once again, the Vikings have possession. Shuffling it into their zone, and they'll get somewhat of a line change here. Just under 13 minutes to go in the second period. We're going to have a special guest when we get a stoppage in play. General manager of this rink here at the Staten Island Hockey Pavilion. Jeff joining us in the broadcast booth. You can see the psychotic, what would you call it? How many players are on the ice? 5?
Yes,
6?
Yes, 5.
So it's the sixth man here for the Eagles up against the boards. You ain't going to see nothing but that. Bookie doing a great job. So a lot of back and forth seesaw action to start us out here in the second period, almost as if these coaching staffs have made the appropriate adjustments, being so well known.
So far, much cleaner. There's a turnover. This 97 is fast.
Donata
Oh, great backhand and a save.
Unbelievable save by Coffey with his left.
Another one.
With his right pad. Kick save and a beauty. The Eagles try to keep it in, but the Vikings instead come up with it, pushing it across center ice now. Fauci with it. He's laid into the boards. Pushing it out across the other way. Check it with it now for the Eagles. Working it against the boards. Pushing it behind the Viking net. 1-1 is our score. 11:30 to go in the second period. Now this is Perlman with it. Excellent forecheck here from the Eagles, but finally pushed out of the zone. And going all the way down. This is a costly turnover. Fauci with an opportunity.
Offsides.
And we have an offsides. That is a massive, massive play. Joining us in the broadcast booth, please welcome Jeff. Jeff, what's your last name, brother?
It's Loebman. It's Jeff Loebman.
Loebman, welcome to the broadcast,
thanks
brother.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Nobody Cares Sports Network. This is a live broadcast of C and St. Peter's in a 1-1 game. Jeff, you got a beautiful facility here, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the Tiro family has put a lot into this facility over the last year or so. Just updated everything from soup to nuts. There's not one thing in here that hasn't been redone, and they have done an unbelievable job in this place.
Yes, I remember this place for years now, and it looks beautiful right now.
Yeah, it sure does. They really put everything they could into this. They put their heart and soul into this, and we love seeing the community come out and support us here, and really, truly a great turnout tonight for this local high school game.
Yeah, this has got to be great to watch, right?
It sure is, and seeing all these guys that play in our travel program here, the Metro Militia, and seeing players from other local travel teams supporting and playing for their local high schools it's great to see.
Check-in
Check
has
it.
just been everywhere
Yes,
tonight for
he
the
has been.
Eagles, Anthony, as he is holding the puck seemingly as much as possible. Check his stick for magnets.
Check it. Donadio. I mean, these guys are all over the ice.
I mean, I'm not going to start rumors, but I also am going to start rumors. Bailey
Bailey does a good
looked
job.
like he was tripped, but accidental, says the referee. Check
Nice
it,
move
loses it on his own stick. Here's a
great
beautiful
pass.
pass in the
Wow.
crease. Shot won't go, just misses wide. Might have been deflected.
Oh, another good play there. Nice little give and go there out of the corner.
Triano now sending it into the boards. Works far left side.
This puck is still in the zone because of a nice play by Bailey. He actually tripped himself at the blue line, but found a way to kick that puck back into the zone.
And now with an opportunity here, the Vikings will look to get it out of there. Goaltender's just going to cover it up, and we'll have a face-off. 9:29 to go here in the second period.
Coach Perlman sends out 3 fresh legs. Donadio, the goal scorer, loses the face-off. Puck gets whipped around.
Hit him with
Good
something,
defensive
Anthony.
play. Good defensive play right there. Can't see the number, but that was a good play. Is that Bailey again? I'm not sure, but it was a good play. 88 here, all over the puck right now on this shift. He's still got it. Assistant captain. Puts it behind the net to number 4. Swings it up top. Puck. Trying to get that puck on. Swung now behind the net. And a good defensive play. Peters comes out with it. Peters comes across the red line, across the blue line. Shot on net just wide. Goes to the far corner. Swung around the net. Peters still has it. Puts one in front. And it's taken away by C. Turnover. Peters now puts it back in front, goes wide, back to the far corner. And C finally gets the puck out, clears it out of the zone. Turnover. 97. Has it behind the net now. Ooh. And Peters now is going to come out with it.
I mean, it's the Eagles looking to push it across the blue line. The Vikings get back, but an offside is going to be called, and the Eagles just can't believe it. Want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors right now, gentlemen. Big supporter of Nobody Cares here. And where would we be without the NYPD Strength and Lifting Program?
So almost midway through the game here, I have, and I'm probably wrong, but I'm doing my best, I have C with 11 shots on net and Peters with 9. 10 actually.
I like how you keep stats.
I'm trying. I mean,
And I just got to give a shout out to this ice right now that's in fantastic shape. There were programs all day, figure skating this morning.
Ooh, big hit.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Have these boards been checked lately? Because the boys are testing them tonight.
They sure
sneak one in.
Here's a goal for the Vikings, who take a 2-1 lead. And a little trash talk to the Peters sixth man.
So Donovan Mosby with the goal. And what happened here was the goalie for Peters, sophomore goalie Christian Smith, you know, he thought he was going to come behind the net with the puck. And Donovan just, you know, decided to just put that puck towards the net, or I don't even know if he did it on purpose or not, but doesn't matter. Luck is on his side, and that puck went in, and that's a goal right there. And it's going to be a 2-1 lead now for C. And there was some excitement after that goal.
Absolutely. My goodness. It made the place erupt, and it let us know that there is, in fact, plenty of St. Joseph by the Sea fans in the house tonight, as that puck deflects up into the glove of Coffey, and He says, let's just put a stop to this right now.
So Christian Smith, the goalie for Peters, I'm sure he wants that one back.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate deflection off the foot there.
Yeah, he's made some good saves tonight too, so I expect him to make many more.
I'll tell you what, fellas, that turning point in the game is brought to you by our friends at Ralph's Sports Bar located on Richmond Road. We appreciate you, Ralph, and everything you do. That was absolutely a massive moment in this contest.
Oh, what a shot there. Yeah, right before that goal, we were just talking about that massive hit that started in the corner, gave a little life to that shift.
Absolutely.
So, Jeff, what do you make of this old nobody cares sports nonsense?
I think you guys got a great setup. I think plenty of people care.
It's awesome. That's the whole, subliminal joke there.
I like it. A little play on words there. But no, you guys got a real deal setup here.
Nice save.
It was a nice save. You guys have got it all here with the mixing boards and the beautiful screens, and you guys came in and set up. You're very professional. I can't wait to have you guys back.
I appreciate it, man. We'll be glad to come back. We just want to big up hockey on the island. Sent back up to the point. Oh, shot! Deflected and scores! Talk about bigging up hockey on the island. Fly, Eagles fly. Triano with the goal.
That's the goal, assistant captain Triano. So Peters responds. That's got to make that goalie feel real good. So Smith is off the hook now, and we got a brand new shiny one.
Shout out to Jen Kane, delivering food in hostile territory.
So very simple play there by the defenseman. He just put the puck on net. Another shot and save now. So Peters now pouring it on. A little momentum here. Threw that puck to the net, and puck was tipped in for the goal. That was a nice play there. Good response.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied up at 2. Deuces wild. 6 minutes to go here in the second period from the Staten Island Hockey Pavilion. The Eagles with numbers going from right to left. Here's a shot on goal, deflected wide by the goaltender. Comes out along the boards, and the Vikings now looking to press.
Good play.
Good stick checking here. A forecheck. Excellent play on the defensive end, and the Eagles will come up with it.
I love the effort of these guys. Going back and forth, playing a 200-foot game. It's really great to see.
I tell you, Donatio's not a big kid, but he plays strong and physical. He's fast.
Yep.
I like his game.
Ooh, is that Check-It over there? He's everywhere.
Check-It's got the magnet.
Absolutely. He only had about 3 minutes to check his stick in between intermissions is what I learned.
We're looking at an icing. It's going to come all the way back.
So I want to just introduce everybody to the beautiful man in the booth. This is Jeff. He is the general manager here at the Ice Hockey Pavilion. There's your camera there, so you say hello to everybody.
How we doing, everyone?
He's the man that runs all the programs here, and he does an absolutely fantastic job. If you want to learn more information, Jeff, what do they do? Where do they learn more information about this place?
So you can go to thepavilion.org and check us out. We have Top 20 Learn to Skate program run by our amazing skate school and figure skating director, Sarah Tiro. Has been doing an amazing job here for God knows how long. She's just been absolutely crushing it. And then you can also find our other programs such as our House League and our Rangers Learn to Play. We're hooked up with the New York Rangers for our Learn to Play program that just started up. And you can find all that information on our website. Again, that's thepavilion.org. And then we also have our travel program here, the Metro Militia, who've been off to a great start this season. I'm very proud of those guys. And then we have all other, we just had our yearly Christmas show that Sarah put on with her skate school. That was fantastic. They did a great job this Saturday. Looking forward to the next show. I believe that's going to be sometime in June. But yeah, we have all types of programs here, whether it's from Learn to Skate to figure skating, House League, you name it on ice, we do it here.
Parties, right?
Oh yeah, we have great birthday parties, which you can find out more about that on our website as well. We host private events as well for schools and churches and whatnot that want to come in and rent the ice and do private events. Like I said, if you want to do it at the pavilion, we can make it happen.
That's great.
Man, Jeff, it's such an honor to have a professional like you in the booth. An opportunity for the Eagles to
shoulder
shot
save.
from the right side.
Tried to go up left corner there, and he stood his ground. Puck's still in there, though.
Triano with it, shuffles it along the boards, and that was a great hit. Laid that time by Michael Julian of the Vikings. Loose puck is going to be covered up by Coffey, and we'll have a face-off. So because I am really terrible at my job, I mixed up a sponsor before. So we want to give a shout-out to our friends, all right, at Rare Breed, all right? Now, they have high school dominant athlete training programs, and we're going to bring up Rare Breed. Before, we had mentioned that Rare Breed was actually something to do with feeding dogs, but it's not. That's the other company. Rare Breed works with human beings, so shout out to Rare Breed. We appreciate you.
Almost 4 minutes left in this second period here.
4 minutes left in the second period. Stick around. You can learn more about local events here at the Skating Pavilion. It's a 2-2 ball game and a contested rivalry of North and South. The Brighton boys against the crew from Huguenot. All knotted up here.
Oh, what a pass.
Shot on net, save.
Played now beyond the net, now into the far corner in front of the hashtag Fire the Cannon militia sign. Good play here to bring it back down to the ice. Wonder if the boys out there are starting to get a little bit tired. Definitely familiar with each other's play at this point. 3:15 to go here in the second period. 2-2 game. Here is a cross-ice pass, goes clear of the crease, deflected outside the zone. It'll stay in. A shot on goal, nearly deflected in an excellent save. Now pushed out the other way. Donadio has it. One-on-one, one man to beat. Now with the backhand, sending it to the right. The Eagles will look to set up. Excellent defense here by the Vikings, pushing it out the other way. Mosby with it. Here's a shot. Excellent save. Stick to side into the corner. 2:42 to go here, second period.
My man Smith coming up with some big saves now. Settling in nice.
This is Keeley with it.
Ooh.
Losing it at center ice.
There's your boy Check It with the puck.
Seemingly
Gets knocked
everywhere.
off, and that puck now sent back into Peter's zone.
Lee Antonio with it. Sending it up top. Excellent hit here along the boards by Aricchio. Bringing it across the blue line. This is Gergosko.
Captain.
Tries to send it off the boards. He'll clean up the mess, keeping it in the zone. One man on pressure with him. That's Gil Lanza with the defensive play, and this is going to be covered up by the goaltender yet again. So with 1:45 remaining here in the second period, a 2-2 game, we're out here. And Anthony, you know me. You're starting to know me. You know I sweat.
Yeah,
Can you believe I've started to sweat in this building?
I don't know why. This jacket made me.
There's a lot of things on my mind. Bookie, look alive. Back to the action.
Bookie's on his game, though. I gotta tell you.
He's doing a great job tonight.
I
Nearly
hope he
deflected in from the blue line. A careless play almost goes into the net. Way to look alive there by the goaltender and keep it out. Aversa can't handle it. It goes all the way down into the Eagles zone.
1:20 remaining in the period.
It's the kind of update I like to get, Anthony. I appreciate you. Sending it across now left side. Behind the Eagle net, an opportunity. Aversa comes up with the turnover. The Eagles looking to push the other way. Instead, it's the Vikings that come up with it and send it all the way around the boards.
Good play, safe play. Get it out. Get a line change.
Lee Antonio has it, slaps it off the referee. Confusion at the blue line. Now the Vikings keep it in the Eagles zone.
Good check there, knocking him off the puck.
He still has it.
Now losing it, and there's a loose puck. Finally, it's Aversa who comes up with it for the Eagles,
Race for the
slapping
puck.
it off the boards down all the way. No icing will be the call, and play goes on as the Eagles go for a line change.
What haven't we seen yet?
What haven't we seen yet?
A power play.
Interesting.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Look, the kind of guy that says, I can't believe there's no traffic. Well, I bet you a penalty's coming. Check it with the turnover. He's
9
a one-man
seconds.
breakaway. He's got one man trailing. Now it's a 3-on-2.
5 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh,
Opportunity lost as it's sticked aside by the goaltender, and that's our
it.
score at the end of 2 periods of play. Jeff, before we get out of here, I know you want to talk to us a little bit about some more of your programs. Please do.
Yeah, so over the holiday break, we're gonna have a lot of big public sessions. We got a DJ coming in this Saturday, and Santa's coming in this Saturday. So if you have the little ones to come on in, that'd be great. We have multiple public sessions. You can find those times on our website, and then from the 26th to the 1st, we have 2 public sessions a day from 12 to 5 and 7 to 10. We get thousands of people that come in here during this break, and it is absolutely wild. Everybody's having a great time. It's a great, safe atmosphere for the family. You can drop your kids off if you want. We're going to be rolling out the big Christmas tree out in the middle. We're going to kind of have our own little Rockefeller,
that's
Rockefeller
great. Now,
Center
when is
here.
this now?
That's going to be the 26th through the 1st is our big week.
That's
But
awesome.
we
Big
really
fan
get
of
it started. We're really getting it started this
So
weekend.
the
with
tree is going to be here when? Starting when?
We're going to have that out this weekend, and then that's going to be out the whole time
Awesome.
from 23rd and 24th, and then 26th to the 1st. We'll have the tree out there.
Music?
Oh, yeah.
Love
Christmas
it.
carols all day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mariah Carey on repeat.
How could you not want to come here, right?
Really says winter.
Yeah.
Nothing says winter like skating.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you what, I love winter. Love it. I'm just, as you can tell, because I sweat in the shower, so I'm a big fan of this whole cold stuff. But I'm also a big fan of our friends at Paw Power. This is the company I was talking to you about that works with nutritional supplements. I confuse the company that works with human beings and trains high school athletes. Anyway, it's fine. Nobody cares, right? That's why we set the bar so low. But we appreciate them. Shout out to Paw Power for coming on as a sponsor tonight. Without you, none of this would be possible, just like all of our other official sponsors listed on the bottom of your screen. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and they will, in fact, get their shout-outs tonight before we wrap up this broadcast. But right now, it is a 2-2 game. Jeff, I hope you're having fun and you're willing to stick around.
Oh, absolutely. This is a blast. I'd love to stick around with you guys. This is,
Anthony, you don't want to kick
if
him out,
Anthony
right?
wants to keep me, that's pretty much...
Not at all.
Anthony's the boss.
Nah, I'm boss of nothing. But I'm very excited
Did
now.
your wife just tell you to say that? Yeah, no, it's true.
I'm very excited now to see this third period. I want to see how this game evolves, what the game plan is on both sides. Are they going to get conservative? Are they going to get a little risky here?
Well, I couldn't tell you.
If I know anything about C's assistant coach, Justin Knight, he wears that jacket that he's got on there. It's embroidered on the inside. It says El Guapo. It's his favorite lucky jacket, and I think he's probably going to want to turn up the heat here.
All right, so let's see it.
Justin Knight, also a big-time volunteer here at the
Oh,
Pavilion.
beautiful.
We couldn't do a lot of the
he's-
programs without him. He is fantastic. Comes out for Learn to Play. Comes out for the House League.
Nice save. Good glove save on a nice little rolling puck there.
And that, again, just
Floating puck, I should say.
bringing in how deep we are with the community here.
That's awesome. So he's bleeding hockey.
Yes, he is. Great man, that Justin Knight.
Now, as you can see, it's the Eagles now who are working on the right side, trying to get the go-ahead goal. We've switched sides, but we certainly haven't switched
Big
atmospheres.
hit. Right in front of the kids.
Massive hit. We certainly know where the action's taking place, right in front of the student section to the right of the camera at center ice.
I think they intentionally looked to tee people up over there.
110%. Lord knows I would if I was playing. This puck's
Exactly.
going to be kept in the zone by Keeley and played back around their own net, or the Eagles. Turnover here. Keeley has it on the far side. Sending it behind the net now. Mauricio with it. He loses it, and the Eagles try desperately to get it out. They
Here comes
finally
Check
do.
It down the wing.
Check
Makes
it.
a nice move.
Still with it. Sending it in on the backhand. Played off the boards in the far corner. Now looking for help. Not really getting it as a Viking falls
Kept
to the
in.
ice. Good job. Second chance opportunity off the
Oh.
rebound. Goes wide.
It's in the net.
And the rebound scores! The referee seems to be waving this one off.
Do we know why?
I believe
Dude.
the net was off. I believe I just saw him put the net back on the moorings. I think he's going to call this no goal. Yep.
Holy Hannah, we got
No
drama.
goal.
Yeah,
No
that's
goal.
unfortunate. That was a great
tough
play.
break.
That's a real tough break.
Got to be careful with that. You know, I don't know how it works. You know, this whole thing's a miracle. I told you I killed 2 live chickens. Should I made it 3? All right. Back to the action on the ice.
Lost the puck.
Well, if you think we can do a better job out there, folks, you're hired. Come on down. 12:45 to go here in the third period, and them boys are still banging against the boards. No love lost here. The Eagles keep it in the Viking zone. A costly turnover here by St. Joseph by the Sea.
Donadio on the ice. Looks like he's going to get off now.
Oh, that shot deflected just wide of the goaltender. 12:20 to go here in the final period of play.
There's a steal.
Check it with it, working around the goaltender. Leaves it, a drop pass for nobody home. And now this is going to be Leontonio trying to keep it in the zone. The Vikings instead will come out with it. Here's a shot on goal fired. It's the goaltender just got a piece of it. A scrum beyond the net. Vikings able to keep it inside the zone.
Good keeping.
Now an excellent play here. Check it. Brings it across the blue line, and an excellent check on Check it. No pun intended. Number 27 for St. Joseph. Not on my roster, but number 1 in your hearts. Oh, beautiful deke here. And a steal at center ice. A little back and forth. Now the Eagles come up with possession. Check it, brings it across the blue line. 2 men on him. He loses the puck. 11-11 to go here in the third period of play from the Staten Island Hockey Pavilion. Ice skating pavilion.
Coffee kicks that away easily.
Mangiano loses it. Triano has it now up at the point. He backhands it in along the boards on the far side. Wrapped around by a Viking defender and kept in here by the Eagles.
Peters putting the pressure on now.
Here's a shot, sticked away by the goaltender. Stays alive here. The Vikings desperately need to get it out of the zone. And they fortuitously do off of a stick of an Eagle defender. Now this is going to go out of bounds into the bench, and we have a stoppage in play. Now the face-off at center ice is handled here by the Vikings. Shuffled down along the boards behind the Eagles' net. An opportunity in front of the net goes wide. And the Vikings control, keeping it in, now sending it up to the point. Here's a slap shot. A wrist shot just comes up empty.
Shafe was standing in front of that net hoping for a tip, and he loses the puck.
Turnover here at the
now.
blue line. Now the Vikings with a little give and go action, maybe a bit too fancy, as they'll be forced to reset. 12:30 remaining here in the third period. Keeley brings it across the blue line, working with his left, looking for someone. He sends it across the crease.
Good play.
It's broken up by an Eagle defender.
Shafe has it.
Kept in here by the Vikings. A shot on goal is deflected by a defender. Makes it nowhere near the crease, and the Eagles come out with it the other way. They'll catch a line change. Aversa with his shot on net, sticked aside by the goaltender. And in the corner, it's Keeling who corrals it. The Vikings with control.
Sometimes those are the toughest shots when they use the defenseman as a screener. Blocks the goalie's view, but made a nice save with the shoulder.
Oricchio with it. Leontonio on him. Leontonio looks to clear it out of the zone, and working along the boards now is Check it. Check it hit hard, but maintains possession. A huge hit at center ice by Mosby. But Sears right down on his bottom, and the Vikings come out the other way. They've got numbers.
That was by far the biggest hit of the game. Open ice.
My goodness.
That happened right in front of us. Oof, we got the action.
I bet you 10-1 the bookie missed it, but God, I appreciate it.
I hope he didn't.
I got to give a lot of credit to Sears there. He got right back
Oh,
up.
he got right back up.
in the play. He back checked real hard. That's a good hard play.
Jeff,
by,
I'd be
by
in bed
Sears
till
there.
Saturday, and I'd be crying till Friday.
That makes three of us.
That was a
weird.
legit big hit.
Yeah, it
Open
was.
ice. I mean,
You
that was
don't
some
see
hit.
too many of those
But he
anymore,
did
do
get
you?
right up.
Sure did.
He
Give that
sure
kid
did.
A lot of credit.
Oh, here's a shot deflected in front of the goaltender. It's going to be played off the boards, and now it's starting to get chippy as we get into the scary hours of this rivalry contest. This puck is going to be kept in the zone here by the Vikings. That's a good play made along the far side. Energy Searly. Oh, a good pass. Couldn't be handled in crowd. Fauci just couldn't handle the puck. The Eagles try and come up with it now, but they can't get it out of the zone. The Vikings keep. Now finally out across the blue line. And a turnover. Aversa has it coming the other way. Good collapsing defense here by the Vikings.
Great pass.
Donadio with a beautiful pass to a trailing man. And the Eagles can't capitalize. Now the Vikings look to push the other way. This is Rice putting on the brakes, setting up at the point, deflected into the corner. Aversa with it, now sending it back. Rice controls it along the near boards.
So, I don't want to speak too soon, but Peters has been playing a very good third period here.
Well, that's something you could say because it's true. Definitely up to this point, sir. Starting to slow down just a little bit, but certainly not in the hitting department. 10:20 remaining here in the third period in a 2-2 game. A little bit too slap happy with the stick that time. The referee's letting them play.
Just looks like Peters has a little bit more legs right now.
Yeah, this is a beautiful move. Check it here. Tries to clean up
Turnover.
the mess, and he cannot.
Good
Going the
back
other
check.
way. Now it's center ice with it. It's the Vikings. Moving it
Just
across.
wide.
Man,
Stick lost by the defender on the play. Good play to break it up. The Vikings are going to try and keep it in the zone. They'll all have to get on sides and do.
One thing I will say about C, they look like they have that big play in them, you know? They have a couple of players that really could just make it happen on their own. So I wouldn't be surprised here if someone makes a special play.
Oricio taps this one up into the air. It's brought down by Keeley. Loses it at the near blue line. The Vikings are to reset. 9:20 remaining here in the third period. Triano
That was turnover.
with the turnover. Beautiful pass to check it. Can't be controlled off his stick. He'll play it in the near corner. Off the boards. And it's lost. The Vikings will come up with it, trying desperately to break this 2-2 tie.
Yeah, this game is getting tense now. Under 10 minutes. Looks like an icing here.
That
Okay.
puck's going to go all the way down to the other end for an icing. Great job, Bookie. Great job on the camera tonight, brother.
hey guys, I hate to leave you in the middle of this barn
No,
burner,
no,
but I
it's
got to
okay.
get ready for this mass exodus and
No
make sure
problem.
everything's all
Hey,
right.
we
man.
appreciate you,
No,
Jeff.
For real, thank you so much, guys.
General
for coming
manager
in.
down here,
It's
we
been a pleasure to
appreciate
meet you.
you.
I cannot wait for you guys to come back again anytime.
Thank you,
Mikasa, Sukasa. Thank you very much. Thank
Thank you
you.
very
Awesome
much.
stuff.
You're
Hey,
a wonderful host.
We appreciate the hospitality down here at the Staten Island Skating Pavilion. If not for them, this game isn't possible. So we appreciate Jeff coming in and spending his time with us from the second and third period.
So here we go, Dan. Crunch time now. Staten Island pride on the line.
8:30 to go here.
Uh-oh.
And man,
Uh-oh,
it's the ice.
hooking.
We got a penalty. Our first of the game.
Yep.
The Vikings are going to be shorthanded with 8:24 to go in the third period.
It was just a matter of time. So Mosby heads to the penalty box. 2 minutes for hooking, and Peters goes on the power play.
Checkett's going to take the face off. Bailey at the point. Face off is won. Bailey keeps it in.
Oh, good job to keep it in off of the point, sending it right side.
Shot, score!
Goal! Scores! A power play goal!
By the captain. So Bailey does a phenomenal job by keeping that puck in. Gets it over to the captain with a lefty wrist shot. A wicked shot for the goal.
I mean, he went top shelf with that one, did he not?
He went top shelf, and they didn't waste any time capitalizing on that hooking penalty. And now C is going to have to get on their hopper here. And
you imagine
try
that
and
they had plenty of opportunities. Now they're really going to have to put them to work as this shot is deflected left of the goaltender and played off the boards. It would appear that the Vikings are playing against two opponents right now, and the St. Peter's Eagles and the clock.
You know, Dan, it just Peters had, to me, some better legs this third period. They've controlled the play a lot. C had a couple of breaks, but I think so far Peters has been the better team here in this third period, and it's showing now. They're up 3-2. Let's see if C now can get this game tied again.
All coming down around this left side now, working it behind the Eagles goaltender. And we've got a stoppage in play here
Roughing?
from the referee.
Let's see what the call is. Definitely a penalty. It's going to go on both of them, or is just one? Is this the break C's going to get? Nope. Going to be both of the box. Double minor. 2 minutes each.
2 minutes each, so it's going to be 4-on-4 on the ice.
Wait a minute. What's going on here?
I'm going to let you figure it out, Anthony.
There's a lot going on. So nope, they go. What? These line changes. How are they allowing this? Look at this. So it's a penalty each, just 5-on-5 hockey. So they don't go 4-on-4, I guess, in high school. So we got 7:24 left, Dan.
7:24 in front of a capacity crowd here. Hottest ticket on Staten Island tonight if you're a local sportsman, and if you're not, you are now, because this environment has been raucous.
Keelan at the top. Looking to try and maybe get that puck back to him so we can do
Face
something
off. Looks to be a one here by the Vikings. They're going to be able to. No, they can't keep it in the zone. 2-on-1 going the other way for the Eagles. And the shot saved just wide. We approach the 7-minute mark now in the final period of play. The Eagles with a 3-2 advantage. Now coming across the blue line on the right side. Under the 7-minute mark. Pushing from right to left, Donadio. Breaking it up, Sears trailing behind him.
Good play by Sears to push him off. Shot on net, save.
Oh, beautiful save by the goalie.
Christian Smith, that sophomore. They got 2 more years of him. Christian Smith. Sophomore. 2 more years after this.
I'll tell you, he is the truth.
He's settled in after that rough goal he gave up. He's been settling in now.
Bookie, you warmed up? You took off your coat? Those heaters are hot, right? Chow's not so cold anymore. Now this faceoff's going to be won by the Eagles. Checkett. Looks like there's like a dead spot on that board, like the old Boston Garden. It nearly didn't make it out of the zone. Now finally does, and it'll be corralled all the way down on the far end by a Viking.
You saw that, huh? The puck just died.
Now coming the other way. Here's an opportunity. A shot, glove save. It's still loose. And
Whistle's
now
blown.
finally the whistle is blown, and it's getting chippy between the goaltender and the rest of this Vikings offense.
The sophomore getting feisty. Look at him. He took matters into his own hands. You know, usually the defensemen come and they clear out everybody. He said, let me do this myself.
Kind of like cross-checked him in the throat real quick.
He didn't want anything. He said, get out of my area.
Goalies can kind of do that, though. You know, they can kind of cross-check you in the face and tell you to get out of my crease.
Well, the sophomore did it.
Not everybody else can. Now Donadio with it, sends it around the boards to check it. He tries to get it out of the zone and does successfully. 6 minutes to go here in the third period. It was exactly at that mark last time that we had a goal.
Plenty of time left. C starting to pinch a little more now.
Back the other way, Donadio with it. Shot left side. Good save, and it's going to be covered up.
Yes.
A little bit of snow in the goaltender's face on the follow-up.
What's happening now is C is starting to pinch more, trying to put some more pressure on the offensive zone, and they've been getting caught now in a couple of fast breaks. So Peters now is going to look to take advantage of those fast breaks. But you can't blame C now. It's starting to get under 5 minutes almost, and trying to put the pressure on.
Well, the Vikings with a face-off win. That's their first in some time, and they need it. Instead, it's Leantonio on the other end controlling it for the Eagles. Checkett receives it off the near boards, sends it down, and the Vikings trying to come up with it at half ice and do. Back and forth with turnovers we go as we've traded 1 minute of play gone by. It's now 5:20 remaining here in the third period. Turnover here at center ice. Donadio with it.
Mosby back on the ice.
Donadio working right side. Two defenders on him now.
Ooh,
a Viking defender falls
Mosby's down.
Looks like he fell accidentally. Is now going back the other way. Here's an opportunity. A shot on goal. Save!
Schaaf with the shot down the left wing. Almost tied the game.
Oh, here's a costly turnover. There's another shot. And a beautiful kick save into the corner.
Good check off the puck. Big, strong play.
Another massive collision at the blue line. One-on-one the other way. Fires long. The rebound won't go. 4:20 to go.
Almost went side door on him.
Donadio sends this one around the net. Vikings looking to change. Instead, they get caught. The Eagles able to keep it in.
Here we go.
Now going the other way. One-on-one, a slap shot. And score!
You gotta be kidding me, Dan. That's a clutch goal. Donato with the goal. What a shot down the right wing. He looked like Mike Gardner back in the 80s.
What an unbelievable slap shot. The way he just wound up and fired near the blue line.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Oh, doctor.
You gotta love that goal. You know, Peters was pinching on that last possession a little bit too much. You know, with the lead late in the game, I only saw one defenseman back that got caught, and did they take advantage of it? Confident.
My goodness.
Donato Aricchio.
Far from over, ladies and gentlemen.
Peters crowd getting into it now, trying to pump on Peters. Peters had the momentum most of this third period. And what did I say? One transition play he took, right?
Wow, big hit along the far side. Bodies flying absolutely everywhere. It is pandemonium at the pavilion. Here's an opportunity with the backhand. 3:35 remaining here in the third period.
Oh!
Checkett lays a man out as he has the puck. The Vikings stay onside. And here's a little extracurricular activity after the
53
whistle.
coming in late. Better be careful.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have a hockey game for the 8. Can you believe this stuff wasn't being recorded?
No, this is amazing. I'm sure there was...
We're the first company to come around and say this needs to be recorded. What's going on out here?
Peters crew over here.
I don't even know what they're yelling
the
about.
student body is screaming the other way, the other C people.
It's amazing these kids keep good grades with the amount of extracurricular activities they have in their social
Look at
life.
that kid's camera. We need one of those.
My God.
He's got a good camera over
Got
there.
better equipment than we have. Well, we have a timeout on the ice, and that's a perfect time for us
Sit
to
down.
talk about our sponsors tonight. We got to give a big shout out to our friends at Rare Breed Compound. They're a proud supporter of this broadcast tonight. Rare Breed just asked that we highlight their high school dominant athlete training programs and group training that they do. We also want to give a big shout out to Raw Power Nutrition. Eric Schwartz, owner, dog lover, worked in numerous supplement companies before taking the supplements to dogs, giving our dogs a better and healthy life. I'm absolutely all about that. Bookie, you probably eat dog food, so we're going to have to get you set up with that sponsor. Also,
The Milk Bones?
yeah, you can eat those. Like Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon, and NYPD Strength and Honor Powerlifting. We appreciate you. Just a bunch of dudes that are absolutely jacked out of their skulls, and they support local sports. And, of course, a big shout out to our friends at Sports Science Lab. We appreciate you. 3:25 remaining here in the third period of play. It is a 3-3 hockey game.
Here we go.
3-3.
3:20 left.
The Vikings trailed. They came back. The Eagles trailed to start the game. Nearly a penalty there. Ref going to let them play here in the final period, the moments of this game.
Riccio has got some legs underneath him now.
Check it with the turnover. Shot on goal. Misses just wide. The Eagles try to keep it in and do. Working left side of the net, and that shot's going to be deflected up into the netting. 2:50 to go here.
Very impressed with the hockey tonight. These kids are really out here playing, giving it their all, battling.
Very entertaining.
Very. I'm sure they all know each other. Staten Island's a small place.
Well, 2:46 to go here in the ball game.
Good
Coming
move.
out the other way, Keeley with
Keeley.
it, brings it across the blue line.
Offsides.
And we're going to have an offsides and the face-off outside the zone.
I missed it. I mean,
I'll tell you, the
Mosby's
six-man
got
from the Eagles didn't miss it.
Mosby has snow all over him, so maybe he tripped. I don't know how that happened. I mean, to go offsides there, I missed that, but Keeley was coming down with some speed. Puck played out to center ice now.
Oh man!
My goodness!
So Sears tried to put a hit on Keeley, and Keeley gave it right back to him and knocked him down. Keeley saw him at the last minute and caught him right. Here's a race for the puck now.
Back down the other way, the Vikings are going to come up with it.
Keeley with the puck, coming down the right wing.
Dangerous man with the forehand, works it around
Good
the
defensive play.
side of the net. Vikings have it deep in the Eagles zone. Under 2 minutes to go here in the
Scrum
final
now.
period.
Puck shot alongside the net.
Hit off the side of the net. Vikings with an opportunity, shooting it from behind. No avail there. Now kicked out to the point. A shot from up top, deflected wide. Doesn't hit the goal. Now the
140.
Eagles have it. Lee Antonio shuffles it in. The Eagles go for a line change. We are all tied up at 3. 90 seconds remaining in the third period.
Do we have a hero?
Big hit against the near boards. The Eagles with possession, fish it out of play. Shuffle it up for the Vikings to handle.
Mosby is definitely their bruiser.
They reset in their zone. Good defense here by the Eagles. Stifling is facts. Aversa will take it off of the goaltender's pads.
I don't think Mosby gets off the ice without hitting somebody.
Sears sends it up. Now losing it in their own zone. The Vikings keep it in with a great play here.
That looked like an offsides to me, no?
52 seconds remaining here in the third period. The backhand wraparound won't go. Eagles trying desperately to get it out, and can a shot from the point. Deflected just wide of the goal.
Peters on their heels here.
Keeley with it.
They need a clear.
Sending it behind the net. They can't get it out. The Vikings still with it deep in the
30
Eagles
seconds
zone.
left.
And now they finally get it out across the blue line. The Vikings will be forced to reset.
Ooh, turnover.
Costly turnover is right coming in. Schaaf with it now. Good forecheck here by Checkett. He takes it away with 15 seconds on the game clock.
Thought the captain almost had a magical moment right there.
Checkett loses it. A turnover. The Vikings have it now. Sending it deep behind the net with 5 seconds to go at the end of 3 periods of play.
So here's the question. Is there overtime?
We're about to find out. It's 3-3.
Is there overtime or no? Is there overtime or no?
That's it.
Yes, that's it.
This game ends in a tie. Wow. Drama at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I think it ended the way it should have ended. Nobody really was dominating this game. They both fought very hard. I'm sure they're going to play each other again down the line. We saw some good goaltending. We saw some big hits. We saw a huge clutch goal by Oricchio. That was a beautiful goal down the right wing.
I mean, that was one of the most exciting broadcasts I think I've ever done. Totally unexpected. Took this company 36 hours to get it done. But a big shout out to you, Anthony Bentivegna, for coming on your second time with us as a broadcaster. Well, give us your thoughts on tonight.
Yeah, so both of these teams, they had stretches of momentum back and forth. Really, the goal after the bad goal that was given up by Peters, they responded with a big-time goal, and that really changed the momentum on their side. They dominated the first, I would say, 3/4 of that third period. But you know what? C had some really talented, skilled players, and I wasn't surprised that somebody made a skilled play, came down the right side with a nice shot and scored to tie the game. So it was a good game on both sides.
Anthony, I just want to say I've been hearing a lot of guff around this town lately with people saying that hockey here on Staten Island is a dying breed, and that this league isn't doing that well, and yada, yada, yada.
Well, whoever's saying that, I hope watches this.
Yeah.
Or was here.
Look at this contest.
Because that's definitely not the case.
No way.
After watching tonight. So
I completely agree.
And if that is the case, then it's a shame. So
well, I'll tell you, Nobody Cares Sports is here to make sure that we can change all of that, because the atmosphere in here tonight was electric.
And we were here to see it.
I'm happy that we were able to broadcast it to everybody that wasn't physically here to see it. It was a great contest, and it was made possible by all of our great sponsors. We appreciate, of course, Main Street Coffee, who is the official sponsor of our broadcast booth. More than that, though, we got to go through all of our great sponsors. As I mentioned, our friend at Qualitech Computers, the official sponsor of our internet and all technology.
They know what they're doing. Adam is great there.
100%. A big shout out to our friends at Windows. We are located in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. They have a parking lot in Brooklyn, so that's actually known as the 8th wonder of the world. A big shout out to our friend at Comfort Solutions Air Conditioning Specialist, Jack Carlson. We appreciate you coming on as an official sponsor of this network. And, of course, Cosmo Martelli is a coach, 732-955-4232, 1-800-WATER DAMAGE. Do you know anything about water damage in your home?
I think most people do.
You don't want to know about it.
You don't want to know about it, but
and if you do,
if you have a basement, you probably do know about it.
That's your man to call. Also, if you're buying and selling a home on the North Shore of Staten Island, reach out to our friend at LeBron Team. Shout out Joe LeBron and his whole family supporting this network. Chef Joe at Jay's on the Bay, an official supporter of this network as well. We appreciate you. Zamboni's coming through, just like we appreciate as well all of our sponsors, just like Sacred Heart Basketball, Century Waste, and, of course, Duffy's on Forest Avenue, along with Holmdel Physical Therapy, Jimmy Max, Wolfhound Irish Stout. The list goes on and on and on.
What do you think? You got Duffy's, you have Jimmy Mac's, both on the North Shore. Peter's just finishing up a hockey game. You
Yeah.
think some of the parents are heading over there for a couple of drinks and a burger?
I don't know, man. I hate to be the kind of guy that's like, leave the kitchen open for us, but I'm going to try and bag this stuff up as much as humanly possible and get over there. Bookie did an absolutely fantastic job on camera tonight. Can't say enough good stuff about him.
I'm very impressed. He followed that puck around all night long.
Hey, it's our first hockey broadcast, and I think we're going to be back for more.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
We appreciate
anytime.
Each and every single one of you. Anthony Bentivegna, Danny Chanod, no religion, no politics, just feel good sports vibes here at Nobody Cares. Do you care?
I care.
Oh, no, but you got to. That's right, Bookie. Main Street Coffee.